Memorial Day, a day of barbecues, parades, the unofficial start of summer, but for some it's a stark reminder of sacrifices made, of lives forever altered. It's a day etched in memory, a day that reopens wounds both visible and invisible. For the families of those who served, for the Gold Star families who live with a void only loss can create, Memorial Day is a poignant tapestry of grief and gratitude. As a nation, we pause to remember those who gave their all, who answered the call of duty with unwavering courage. We honor the fallen, the heroes who made the ultimate sacrifice on distant battlefields. Their names are etched in stone, their memories forever enshrined in the heart of a grateful nation. But beyond the somber ceremonies and the patriotic displays, there's a deeper significance to Memorial Day. It's a day for reflection, for understanding the true cost of freedom. It's a day to acknowledge the sacrifices not just of those who served, but of their families who served alongside them. For a Gold Star spouse, Memorial Day is a visceral reminder of a love lost, a future forever altered. It's a day haunted by memories, both joyous and heartbreaking. It's a day when the absence of their loved one is felt most acutely, a day when the weight of their sacrifice feels unbearable. The smell of barbecue smoke, the laughter of children playing, the festive atmosphere of a nation celebrating, these are the sights and sounds of Memorial Day for many. But for a Gold Star family, these cheerful reminders of life moving on can be bittersweet, a stark contrast to the stillness that pervades their own lives. The world keeps spinning, life goes on, but for them time seems to stand still. Frozen at the moment they receive that life-altering news, the news that shattered their world and plunged them into a reality of grief and loss. The world celebrates, but their hearts ache with a pain that never truly fades. The void left by their loved one is ever present, a constant reminder of their sacrifice. Every smile is tinged with sadness, every celebration a reminder of the one who is missing. The world may have moved on, but for them, the pain of loss remains as raw as ever. Memorial Day is a day when the weight of their loved one's sacrifice presses down on them with renewed force. It's a day when the memories come flooding back, both the good and the bad, a bittersweet torrent of emotions that leaves them feeling drained and wrung out. Every folded flag, every mournful trumpet solo, every whispered word of gratitude, it all serves as a poignant reminder of the life they shared and the future that was stolen away. It's a day of profound sadness, but also one of immense pride. Pride in the courage and selflessness of their loved one, pride in their unwavering dedication to duty. Memorial Day is a day when Gold Star families across the nation come together. United by their shared loss and their unwavering support for one another, they find solace in shared stories, in knowing that they are not alone in their grief. They gather at cemeteries adorned with flags and flowers, paying tribute to the fallen and offering comfort to one another. The silence is broken only by the sound of taps being played, a mournful melody that speaks volumes. For many veterans, Memorial Day is not just a day of remembrance, but a day when the echoes of the battlefield resurface. The memories they've suppressed, the nightmares they've endured, the trauma they carry, it all comes rushing back, threatening to overwhelm them. The smell of gunpowder, the deafening roar of explosions, the screams of fallen comrades. These sensory flashbacks can be triggered by the most innocuous things: a car backfiring, a firework exploding, the smell of freshly cut grass. It's a cruel reminder of the horrors they witnessed, the horrors that continue to haunt them long after the guns have fallen silent. The transition back to civilian life can be a difficult one, fraught with challenges. Many veterans struggle to reconcile the person they were before the war with the person they've become. The invisible wounds of war PTSD, anxiety, depression can make it difficult to hold down a job, maintain relationships, and find a sense of normalcy. The stigma surrounding mental health often prevents veterans from seeking the help they need, leaving them feeling isolated and alone. The very qualities that made them exceptional soldiers, their strength, their resilience, their stoicism, can become their greatest liabilities in civilian life, preventing them from showing vulnerability and asking for help. It's essential that we, as a society, recognize the invisible wounds of war and provide veterans with the support they need to heal. We must create a culture where seeking help for mental health is seen as a sign of strength, not weakness. We need to ensure that veterans have access to affordable, quality mental health care so they can begin to process their trauma and rebuild their lives. Memorial Day is a stark reminder of the sacrifices made by our veterans, both visible and invisible. It's a day to honor their service and to acknowledge the challenges they face upon returning home. We must do more than just thank them for their service. We must provide them with the support they need to thrive in the aftermath of war. For Gold Star families, connecting with other families who have experienced similar losses can be a lifeline. Sharing stories, offering words of comfort, and simply knowing that they are not alone in their grief can provide a sense of solace and support that is difficult to find elsewhere. Support groups and online forums provide safe spaces for Gold Star families to connect, share their experiences, and find comfort in knowing that others understand their pain. These connections can be invaluable in navigating the complex emotions of grief and loss and in finding a path forward. Memorial Day can be a particularly difficult time for Gold Star families, but it can also be a time for healing and connection. Many families find comfort in attending Memorial Day events together, sharing stories about their loved ones and honoring their memory. The legacy of fallen soldiers lives on in the hearts of their families, in the memories of their comrades, and in the freedoms we cherish as a nation. Their sacrifice serves as a constant reminder of the true cost of liberty and the importance of never taking it for granted. It's our duty to ensure that their sacrifice was not in vain. We must strive to create a more just and peaceful world, one where the sacrifices made by our service members are never forgotten. We must honor their memory by living lives worthy of their sacrifice. Memorial Day is not just about remembering the fallen, it's about celebrating their lives and the impact they had on the world. It's about sharing their stories, keeping their memories alive, and ensuring that their legacy lives on for generations to come. For Gold Star families, keeping the memory of their loved one alive is paramount. They find ways to honor their sacrifice through acts of service, charitable giving, or simply by sharing their loved one's story with others. Memorial Day should serve as a catalyst for year-round support and appreciation for our veterans. It's a reminder that our responsibility to them extends far beyond a single day of remembrance. We can honor their sacrifice through concrete actions that demonstrate our gratitude and provide tangible assistance. Supporting organizations dedicated to veterans' welfare is a powerful way to make a difference. From providing mental health services to assisting with housing and employment, these organizations play a vital role in helping veterans transition back to civilian life and overcome the challenges they face. Volunteering our time and resources to these organizations is a direct way to show our support and contribute to the well-being of those who have sacrificed so much for our freedom. Whether it's offering companionship to a lonely veteran, assisting with job searches, or simply lending a listening ear, our actions can have a profound impact on their lives. Beyond organized efforts, there are countless ways to integrate support for veterans into our daily lives. Engaging in meaningful conversations with veterans, listening to their stories, and acknowledging their experiences can help bridge the civilian-military divide and foster a deeper understanding of their sacrifices. Educating ourselves and our children about the history of our nation's military engagements and the sacrifices made by those who served is crucial. By understanding the true cost of war and the impact it has on individuals, families, and communities, we can cultivate a more profound sense of gratitude and responsibility towards our veterans. Advocating for policies that support veterans' welfare, such as improved access to healthcare, mental health services, and educational benefits, is another vital way to demonstrate our commitment to their well-being. By using our voices to amplify their needs and advocate for their rights, we can contribute to creating a society that truly values their service and sacrifice. Let us remember that Memorial Day is not just about remembering the fallen, but about honoring their legacy by supporting those who continue to bear the weight of their sacrifice. Let us ensure that their service and sacrifice are never forgotten, and that their memory continues to inspire us to strive for a better future. Our veterans have answered the call to duty with unwavering courage and selflessness. They have put their lives on the line to protect our freedoms and ensure our safety. The very least we can do is honor their sacrifice by supporting them and their families, not just on Memorial Day, but every single day. Let their memory be a source of inspiration and motivation as we strive to create a nation and a world worthy of their sacrifice. Let us honor their service by living lives filled with purpose, gratitude, and a commitment to making a difference in the world. Let us never forget the debt we owe to those who have given so much for our freedom.